Well, thanks for joining us. I'm here with my son Justin today. He's in for my birthday. So my birthday present, he's going on a hike with me. So that's really good to see. Say hi, GD.
Hello. Beautiful day.
Yeah, it is a
Happy
beautiful
birthday.
day. Thank you, son. Yeah, today we're here at the Pine Hill Vista. And I've laid out about a 3-mile hike. It's a loop. We're going to see what Pinchot State Forest has to offer here for us. I'm glad you joined us. We're going to have a little lunch first because we're pretty hungry. So we're going to dig into our sandwiches and then we're going to hit the trail. On the way up, we stopped at the Pinewood Deli right there by Lake Arrowhead off of 940 between here and home. And we picked up these hoagies. Pinewood Deli, man. Yeah, never been there and you're in the area, stop there. These hoagies are great. Boy, it's an absolutely perfect day for this hike. Just some puffy clouds in the sky. Mid to high 70s. And it's just an enjoyable day. Can't wait to continue here. We're just at the beginning in the approach road up to the trail.
Well, you should be so lucky that you have an audience that's that invested in the storyline.
Tuned in?
Yeah.
No interruptions and walking continuously. Do 3 miles in an hour, but it's not me.
On hike either.
No, it's not. These AT hikers, some of them amaze me. Like Hawk Mains and when Quicksand was on the trail. Those guys were doing 20+ mile days. That's crazy, man. Another outdoor Pennsylvanian. Goes by Frozen. And he's another one. He's out hiking the PCT right now. And he does 20+ mile days out there, the PCT, Pacific Coast Trail. My hat's off to those guys, man. Say again?
What's the water situation?
Well, I'm not positive, but it's probably similar to around here. Now the CDT, the Continental Divide Trail, is a different story. Wait, got quite the climb here, buddy. Huffing and puffing. CDT is a different story. Down south, southern part of the CDT, you're going through the high desert. We're just a few feet from the tower. It's in this opening off to the right. I was here once before. Actually, I've been here a few times, but I do have another video when I was here with my wife and Jeter, my dog. Here she be. Pine Hill Vista. Bureau of Forestry, which is what DC and our Department of Conservation and Natural Resources used to be. It's now Pinchot State Forest. It used to be Lackawanna State Forest, so a lot of maps are still carrying it as Lackawanna State Forest. But this is the Vista, as you can see by the sign, Pine Hill Vista. And this was completed in 1985. And you can see drainage to the south goes into the Delaware, drainage to the north goes into the Susquehanna. So that's an interesting little tidbit. So we'll leave the sticks right here, go up the top and look around. I'm huffing and puffing from the climb up that hill. Ah, pretty nice view. I think that over there in between these two trees, that little bump in the mountain, I believe that's Big Pocono, where Big Pocono State Park is, and Camelback Ski Resort. Now, when I was here last time, which was maybe 3 years ago, these trees directly in front of us were not that high. I could see all the way to Mountaintop, which is where Penobscot Mountain is and all the antenna towers. Now it's grown up, you can't see as much. So, as you're coming up the steps of the tower, north would be right about there. Say, if the steps were pointing at 12 o'clock, north would be about 1:30 or so. And we rotate a little bit this way, and that would be dead east. Rotate this way, that would be dead west. Whoops. Rotate this way, would be south. Rotate this way, would be west. And we're back to north. So again, your point of reference are the steps. You come up the steps, make a right, stand at that one rail, the front rail, so to speak, and about 1:30, 2 o'clock, 1, 2 o'clock, that would be dead north. So anything going out that way drains into the Susquehanna. Anything behind me goes out to the Delaware. Hi, Eric. Let me tell you, nobody appreciates your writing on these beautiful outdoor structures. Let's not ruin it with all these carvings. Now, carve on a tree at home if you want to carve somewhere, but leave it off these places where people just want to see nature. You've been programmed to keep right, Just.
No, you told me off to the right.
I did say that. I meant right of the tower, but that's fine. Uh-oh. Is this just a loop? Yep, this is just a loop. Well, this is going to be a 4-mile hike.
Start incorrectly?
Well, I wanted to come up to see the vista, and then I thought this led to the trail we were going to go to, but it doesn't. So we go back to the truck. One final look at the Pine Hill Vista Tower. And we're going to head back to the truck to pick up the trail as we originally planned. I don't know if you can get the slope here, but what we came up is what we're going down now. It's a pretty good hike uphill and downhill. As we come up the road, we see this gravel pit off to our left, and I look off to the right, and we have a fire pit. I just wish people would take their garbage with them. And unfortunately, I didn't bring a bag with me. But come on, guys. Don't leave your garbage around. Boy, how pretty is this little logging road, administrative road, whatever it is. Easy hiking. Big rock outcrop over there. Well, I wish I was better at identifying trees. You know what kind of tree this is? Let me know down in the comments. There's definitely some older trees here. Certainly not old growth. Boy, this is beautiful here in the shade. Nice and cool. Quality time with my son. Doesn't get any better than this. Okay, according to my son, this is the mushroom that Mario, from Mario Brothers game, eats and gets bigger, Justin?
I think so.
Yep, gets bigger. So, anybody know the name of this mushroom? Leave it down in the comments. We always appreciate comments. Follow the yellow blaze road. Follow the yellow blaze road. Nope, won't make it in the next edition of the Wizard of Oz. Not with that voice. We've been going up Pine Hill Trail, and now we're going to make a left onto Bear Swamp Trail. Pine Hill goes straight ahead, Bear Swamp goes off to the left, and we're going to head out this way. It's turned out to be a very enjoyable hike. Weather's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Glad you guys can join us. Looks like we have an opening coming up down here. I wonder what this is. Hope the grass isn't too tall. That is Tick City otherwise. The waters up here have a brownish tinge to them. And that's from the tannin coming out of the decaying peat. It's like a tea. It dyes the water kind of a brownish color. So we're a little over 2 miles into the hike, and this old man needs a break. This guy over here, no break needed. And I'm getting a lesson on the benefits of, what'd you say, Just?
Slow eccentric motion. So like lengthened muscle, go slow as you can on the negative side of things.
Okay. So
they build muscle.
I have to look that up in my Funk and Wagnall. Slow eccentric motions. But I think what he's saying is, as you're going back down, that's where you get a lot of the benefit from. Like if you're doing curls, you don't get as much benefit coming up as you do going back down, just holding it and controlling it back down. But yeah, that's brings back memories of the old days when I used to lift in high school. Anyway, nice relaxing rest here. I'm on a log, a bump on a log, and Justin's keeping the rock from flying away. This is just beautiful through here. I don't know if you can hear. Just listen for a second. There's a woodpecker out in front of us. There he is. I don't know if the camera's picking up the woodpecker. Pretty cool though. Just absolutely beautiful. The sun's hitting it nice. Oh, bet you heard that. Beautiful section of Pinchot State Forest. That woodpecker's busy. I don't know if you can see the leaves up there, but those are oak leaves, so this is an oak tree. And I just learned recently that if you look closely at the bark, you can see this little reddish cast in between inside the bark. So that's how you distinguish a red oak. I didn't know that until just recently. Hello? Anybody home? Well, we've been getting some cool nights, and the leaves are already starting to change. And it's only August 24th. As I'm coming down the trail, I find this very functional rock. You know what that rock is good for? taking a seat, which I'm gonna do. I don't fall off of it. We are closing in on the final stretch here of our hike. We started out right about here. We went up to the tower, which was right here, and then doubled back down to the truck and walked on our trail like this. And this is the Bear Swamp Trail up here. This was the Pine Hill Trail. Then we made the left on the Bear Swamp Trail. We're still on the Bear Swamp Trail. And over here we're going to pick up, I'm not sure what that is, but we're going to pick that up and it's going to take us back to the truck. So we've only got this little stretch left. But this is through the woods trail, and it's uphill, so that's going to take us just a little bit longer than walking this nice logging road. We're just coming down the Bear Swamp Trail, and if you're not careful, at least on this hike that I've mapped out, you're going to miss this little cut off to the left and kind of a hard left. And this is the Pine Hill Trail. So this is a real trail. And we're going to take this back to the truck, which is the Pine Hill Trail is where we started. But we kind of made a diversion onto the Bear Swamp Trail. And there's the yellow blaze right there. And they got blue flagging on the trees here. I'm not sure what that's for. There's one there. There's a couple more here. Not sure what that blue flagging is for. Very nice trail. Very well defined. A lot of different oak trees, little oak trees, scrub oaks, I guess you'd call them. Unfortunately, I didn't get that on camera, but 2 grouse just took off right from there, just flushed. There goes another one. Ain't that cool? We had 3 of them. Another one, 4 of them. Ah, very good. I hope the camera picked that up. Any more back there? A whole covey of grouse. Cool. Really cool. It's tough getting a grouse on camera. I got 2 of them on there. But, yeah, I was going to imitate what they sound like, but you heard it. It's like... And, when you're least expecting it, they'll scare the bejesus out of you. Anyway, that was pretty cool. Glad we were able to get that on camera. Just a reminder, we are in Rocksylvania. From those smooth little logging and administrative roads, forestry roads, to rock scrambles. So let me put this camera away so I get my trekking poles back on the ground and I don't roll an ankle. Well, we saved the best for the last. And going uphill pretty steep here with some pretty big boulders that we got to negotiate our way around. Okay, the trail's leveled out a little bit. The rocks aren't quite as bad. Actually, the rocks aren't bad at all. This last push of uphill. Justin's ahead of me. Just let me know that the road is right there. That should look familiar. Here's the road. A little shadier from when we started a couple hours plus ago. Up that way around the bend to the right is the lookout tower, which is basically up on top of that knob. And come back down this way. And we got a couple 100 yards down to the truck. That truck is in sight. quite an enjoyable hike. Yeah, we got another car here with us, so we're not alone on this mountain. But boy, it sure was an enjoyable hike. Okay, just a little over 4 miles, 4.07 miles, and a little short of 3 hours and 20 minutes. And this was the hike right here. We basically started here at the truck. We first went up to the tower, lookout tower, that came back, and then we went up to the Pine Hill Trail. And we took the Pine Hill Trail all the way around here, turned left onto the Bear Swamp Trail, stayed on the Bear Swamp Trail for about half the hike, a little more than half the hike, and then made the left back onto the Pine Hill Trail. Most of this was just nice, easy hiking on a grass-covered road, administrative road, logging road, whatever you call it. Then when we made the left, we actually got back on the Pine Hill Trail. This was a more of a trail, a narrow trail through the woods, uphill for the most part, pretty rocky and rooty. So we saved the best for the last, so to speak, and really had a great time. Glad to have my son with me, and like I said, good quality time with him. And I have an earlier video out here in the Pine Hill Vista lookout with my wife and my pooch. Maybe if you want to go back, you can see that one as well. But it was a very enjoyable hike. I really had a good time with Justin here. Justin?
It was a good hike. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank you. That's right. My birthday's coming up on Tuesday. No more birthdays. Just anniversaries of my 29th birthday. Thanks for joining us. And like I usually say, find a trail and take a hike. Take care. Thanks for joining me.